Welcome to Module 1 of our course on Hospitality and Tourism Management. In this first module, we will lay the foundations of your understanding of the hospitality and tourism industry. We'll explore its history, scope, key sectors, the nature of the product it offers, and the cultural and consumer aspects that shape it. To begin, let us first ask a simple question: what is hospitality? Hospitality, in its most basic sense, is the act of caring for and welcoming guests, providing them with comfort, food, shelter, and assistance. It is rooted in human traditions of generosity and care, often seen in ancient cultures where the well-being of visitors was a matter of honor. Tourism, on the other hand, is the movement of people away from their usual place of residence for leisure, business, or other purposes, and their engagement in activities at the destination. Tourism is not merely about travel, it is about experiences, cultures, and the services that make these journeys memorable. When combined, hospitality and tourism represent a vast global industry that touches nearly every country and region in the world. This industry creates jobs, fuels economies, fosters cultural exchange, and often shapes national identities. 2. Historical development of the hospitality and tourism industry. To understand the modern industry, we must appreciate its history. The roots of hospitality go back thousands of years. In ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt, taverns and inns were established to provide food and shelter to travelers. In ancient Greece, hospitality was considered a sacred duty under the concept of xenia, the divine right of guest. The Romans took this further, building extensive road networks and establishing mansions, official rest houses for travelers. During the Middle Ages in Europe, monasteries often provided lodging for pilgrims and travelers. This was a time when hospitality was closely tied to religion and charity. In the 18th and 19th centuries, with the rise of industrialization and the expansion of railroads, travel became more accessible. This era saw the growth of grand hotels in Europe and America, and tourism emerged as an activity for the upper classes. In the 20th century, mass tourism became possible through innovations in transportation such as commercial aviation. The concept of package tours, holiday resorts, and later budget airlines revolutionized the industry. Hospitality became increasingly professionalized, with specialized management roles and formal training programs. Today, hospitality and tourism is a multi-trillion-dollar industry driven by globalization, technology, and the growing desire for diverse, authentic experiences. 3. Core concept and scope of hospitality and tourism management. Hospitality and tourism management is not simply about running hotels or arranging tours. It is about overseeing the complex network of services and operations that support travelers and guests. The scope of this field includes accommodation services such as hotels, resorts, hostels, and vacation rentals. Food and beverage services including restaurants, catering, cafes, and bars. Travel and transportation services including airlines, cruise lines, trains, and buses. Tourism attractions such as museums, theme parks, natural sites, and heritage locations. Events and recreation from conferences and concerts to sports and adventure activities. Management in this context requires skills in planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling operations, with a focus on service excellence and guest satisfaction. 4. Key sectors of the industry. The hospitality and tourism industry can be broken into several key sectors. Accommodation. This includes all establishments that provide lodging for guests, ranging from luxury resorts to budget motels and even private homestays. The accommodation sector often sets the tone for a guest's entire travel experience. Food and beverage, often called F&B, this is the largest sector of hospitality. It includes everything from fine dining and fast food to catering services and bars. It's also the sector that most directly influences a visitor's sensory experience. Travel and transportation. Tourism cannot exist without the means to reach destinations. This sector includes airlines, cruise ships, trains, buses, and car rentals. Tour operators and travel agencies. These organizations design, market, and sell travel experiences, often bundling transportation, accommodation, and activities. Events and entertainment. This includes conferences, exhibitions, festivals, sports events, and performing arts, which often draw visitors and generate significant tourism activity. 5. Characteristics of hospitality and tourism products. Hospitality and tourism products differ from typical manufactured goods in several important ways. Intangibility: if you cannot touch or store a tourism experience, it exists only when consumed. Inseparability: if the service is produced and consumed at the same time. Perishability: an empty hotel room tonight cannot be sold tomorrow. Variability: the quality can vary depending on who provides the service, when, and where. Seasonality: many tourism activities depend on seasonal demand, such as ski resorts in winter or beach resorts in summer. These characteristics create unique challenges for management, requiring careful forecasting, quality control, and customer relationship strategies. 6. Tourism systems, components, demand, and supply. The tourism system consists of tourists, the people traveling for leisure, business, or other purposes. Generating regions, the places where tourists come from. Transit routes, the paths and means of travel between origin and destination. Destination regions, the locations that receive tourists. The tourism industry, the businesses and services that support travel. Tourism demand is influenced by factors such as disposable income, time availability, cultural preferences, political stability, and marketing efforts. Tourism supply involves providing attractions, facilities, services, and infrastructure to meet that demand. 7. The hospitality service experience. In hospitality, the service experience is everything. It is the sum of all interactions between the guest and the service provider, from booking to departure. Key elements include tangibles, the physical facilities, equipment, and appearance of personnel. Reliability, delivering promised services dependably and accurately. Responsiveness, willingness to help guests promptly. Assurance, staff competence, courtesy, and ability to inspire trust. Empathy, providing caring, personalized attention. The hospitality experience often determines whether a guest returns or recommends the service to others. 8. Consumer behavior in tourism and hospitality. Understanding why people travel and how they choose their experiences is essential. Consumer behavior in tourism is shaped by psychological factors such as motivation, perception, and attitudes. Social influences including family, friends, and social media. Economic conditions that determine affordability. Cultural factors that influence preferences and expectations. For example, adventure travelers may prioritize thrill and novelty, while family travelers may prioritize safety and convenience. 9. The role of culture in tourism. Culture is both a motivator and a product in tourism. Tourists often travel to experience different cultures, including art, music, food, festivals, and traditions. Cultural sensitivity is critical in hospitality. Misunderstanding or disrespecting a guest's cultural background can lead to dissatisfaction and reputational damage. Destinations must also manage the interaction between tourists and local culture to prevent cultural erosion or exploitation. 10. Career pathways and professional ethics in hospitality and tourism. Hospitality and tourism offers a wide range of career opportunities, including hotel and resort management, event planning, restaurant and catering management, tour operations, destination marketing, travel consultancy. Professional ethics in this industry emphasize honesty, fairness, respect, and responsibility. Because this is a service-oriented field, ethical lapses can quickly damage customer trust and brand reputation. That completes Module 1, the foundation of our understanding of hospitality and tourism. In the next module, we will move into the operational, strategic, and global aspect of managing hospitality and tourism organizations.